Hello, welcome. So, today we'll be talking a little bit about suicide. Now, presently in the world, the rate of suicide has skyrocketed, and due to a number of reasons, many young people, I think it mostly affects young people, they'll be contemplating committing suicide. Now, for students, you can find that because maybe the course they are doing is particularly difficult, or maybe a lecturer also is frustrating you, or maybe someone is pressuring you to do what you don't want. And particularly for medical students, suicide thought rate is much higher. Now, I'll give you reasons why suicide thoughts in medical students is high. Number one is colossal pressure. Now, you getting medicine was one of the most happiest thing I've ever experienced because I knew the amount of effort I put towards it. Now, getting medicine and entering into med school is somehow different things. Now, when I entered, I think after a few months, lecture started and everything started buzzing. You have a whole lot of things to cover in a short amount of time, and you are required to know basic, not basic, you are required to know details of some of the important things in the body, like the shoulder, the breast, flexor retinaculum for upper limb, then femoral triangle for lower limb, course of the artery, and the rest. You are not only doing one thing, you are doing about many other things at the same time, and it might seem that you can't balance it, and there are pressure from your family, the pressure that you don't want them to feel, and the pressure that others have seen you. Yes, he has gotten this, and at the back of your mind, you'll be having it that if I fail, so there's this colossal pressure that is there. Then number two is the nature of the voluminous work. Now, medical school is by no means like the thing is hard. Seriously, if you put a low effort, you can do it, but the works are so numerous. So numerous. I think for this upper limb, we are required 10 weeks to study the upper limb. And it even took us 16 weeks as per my calculation that we did it. And when you look at it, you discover one thing due to the nature of the things you are studying. While you are, maybe I read arm, then I'm reading forearm and hand, I will discover that I have forgotten some things about, and I'll come back to reading arm. And due to the nature of this large volume of things you require to know, somehow you find yourself forgetting things, and when tests come, you tend to be confused on what to do due to the large nature of this work you are covering. And sometimes it makes people depressed, cry, and some of them might even contemplate suicide because they don't want to disappoint their parents due to the amount of resources they are giving them. And even now we are in strike, so no suicidal thought, but yes, definitely depression because you are staying at home for a long time and you have nothing to do. For those that don't have nothing to do, and even though you have something to do, you still have it at the back of your mind that you still have medicine to do. Now, number three is lack of available resources. Now, in med school, there are people who can afford it and there are people who cannot afford it. Those that get it and somehow, somewhere, God provided and they were able to get some things, they find that when you're in school, like for me, during first week, it was particularly hard because I didn't have any standard textbooks. I was borrowing textbook, and sometimes it lets me down because where will I get this textbook? And I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to fail. And the phone I was using as at then was the Techno F1. It was had a bad battery life. I had to do many things for me to even have slight amount of time to read, and it's really done down on me. Sometimes I will feel very down, lack of available resources, and the thoughts, those thoughts of why not close everything, close the chapter and do this, and you forget all about life. That is it. Then the fourth one is, let me say, poor performance. Now, once you are doing bad in med school, it affects you. you see your mate in test, maybe in a test you get over 30, you are seeing yourself getting 8. Over 30, you see yourself getting 1. That can really dawn and put you a whole lot under psychological stress, and it may lead to suicidal thoughts coming to your head. So that is about it. Why medical students are prone to suicidal thoughts. Please subscribe, like, and share these videos. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.